Welcome to South Asia Maps, the educational channel that brings South Asia history, heritage and culture for the intellectual pleasure for the audience in the form of icons, maps and images. This is your facilitator at South Asia Maps, J. Reddy, and people who are following me at various social media channels. I strongly request you, please go to the YouTube channel, our channel called South Asia Maps. You can type South Asia Maps J. Reddy and access the high quality videos. I have already added more than dozen playlists like Maratha Empire, Tamil Nadu, Indian treaties, musings, reflections, Punjab history, districts in India, districts in Pakistan, Bangladesh, railways, the Congress party, current politics, Deccan region, India under imperialism, of course the Hyderabad region, Madras Presidency, Bombay Presidency, Kerala, central provinces. There are more than 70 videos already posted, and each of more than 30 minutes duration with high quality maps and in-depth understanding that will bring you for your intellectual pleasure and intellectual growth, understanding of Mother Bharat, South Asia, south of Karakoram mountains. Please go and subscribe and encourage our educational channel there. Excuse me for my allergies. And today we are continuing our Madras Presidency growth, the major part Carnatic acquisition and subduing, conquering of Polygar territories altogether. This is the part 7. Always pay attention here, the number 7. We are talking about the Madras Presidency and the growth of Madras Presidency, enlargement of Madras Presidency, amalgamation of various territories into Madras Presidency and making it a big administrative subunit of British East India Company Bahadur before 1857 and British Raj under crown control after Sipahi mutiny in Uttar Bharat, North India in 1857. And this is the 7th part we are talking about. This is the yellow regions, yellow depictions of the districts. See the Carnatic districts, Nawabi district, Carnatic Nawabs territory that the East India Company at Madras, Chengalpat finally acquired and made the Madras Presidency in territorially contiguous presidency that we will look today. What do you get after this presentation? After this presentation, you have a clear idea about what are the 26 districts of Madras Presidency and what are the 5 divisions of Madras Presidency. You will also have a clear idea of around about 300 years of history, important political events, military development, personalities who are responsible for formation of this presidency and so on. You will get a bird's eye view, you will get a overview, you will get a clarity of the important events in the spatio-temporal pattern from 1640s to 1940s, 50s, partition, independence of India. We will know about the Vijayanagara Empire, Battle of Talikota, Aravidu Dynasty, and Madras trading post given to Francis Day and its elevation to Madras Presidency in 1684. You will see all the 3 major Carnatic wars, Carnatic battles, 3 major treaties: Aix-la-Chapelle, Treaty of Pondicherry, Treaty of Paris, secession of Chengalpattu district to Madras Presidency, and secession of Sarkars by the Mughal Emperor Nizam to the British East India Company Bahadur, Treaty of Machilipatnam, that is Bandar, north of Krishna River in the Krishna district east of Vijayawada, Treaty of Machilipatnam, Guntur Sarkar, addition to the British Madras Presidency. Then the third Mysore War, the result is Treaty of Srirangapatnam in 1792, and fourth Mysore War, Treaty of Mysore, acquisition of Canaras and Coimbatore. In the third war, Baramahal, Dindigal and Malabar War given to the British East India Company Bahadur. Then the secession of Tanjavur territory by Maratha Maharaja of Tanjavur, Serfozi to the Treaty of Tanjavur, Tanjore in 1799. Within few months came the secession of the ceded districts, Rayalaseema districts, Telugu-speaking districts to East India Company Bahadur by the Nizam 1800. Within few months came Treaty of Carnatic, that is today's part of discussion, our centerpiece of discussion. And the title is Madras Presidency Growth, Enlargement, Amalgamation. Carnatic territory addition, Polygar region addition. Polygar regions was actually part of Carnatic territory, loosely controlled by the Nawabs, but British has to conquer them and annex the territory. As we discussed, there were 26 districts in Madras Presidency at its zenith, when it was a maximum extent, and 5 divisions: Agency Division, Sarkar Division, Deccan Division, Coromandel Division, West Coast Division. Agency Division was Visakhapatnam, certain portions of Visakhapatnam district and northern part Ganjam district or Barhampur district. And Ganjam here or Barhampur now in Orissa or Kalinga or Odisha province. South of it Visakhapatnam area district, and south of it East Godavari, then West Godavari, then Krishna district. This is the Krishna river. Border between Guntur district, Krishna district in the north, then Guntur district. This is the Sarkars, the Persian word for the government or ruler. And also Nellore district later, it also became part of Sarkars. So Sarkar division, agency division. Parts of Sarkars were agencies. Eastern Ghat mountainous region, bordering Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, the Rayagada, Barhampur, Parla, Kimidi, and Jaipur, Koraput, and all those areas. Then the Coromandel division or Cholamandalam division. These are the coastal district, Tamil-speaking districts. South of Pulicat Lake here. This is Chengalpattu district, urban district of Madras. 2 Arcots, North Arcot, Vellore, South Arcot, Kadalur, and 2 Delta district, Tiruchirappalli, Tanjavur, and Vaigai district, Vaigai, south of Vaigai, the Madurai district, Madurai and Maravar areas of Ramanathapuram, and Tirunelveli, Tuticorin, Tenka, and those areas, Sirivilputtur, Virudunagar, Kovilpatti, those areas. Here I have shown the princely state of Pudukottai surrounded by Tiruchirappalli, Tanjavuru, Madurai, Ramanathapuram. Exclave of Pondicherry, Pondicherry in South Arcot near Kadalur and Ponniyar river mouth. Karaikal, exclave of Pondicherry, French territory in the Tanjavur region, north of Nagapattinam, south of Tarangambadi or Tranquebar. Princely state of Banganpalli in the Kurnool district. There is a princely state of Sandhur in Ballari district here. And the princely state of Cochin and princely state of Travancore or Venadu or Tiruvakkanur ruled by Thiruvananthapuram Trivandrum. And the Portuguese imperialist Catholic imperialism prevailed in the Gomantak Goa region ruled by the Portuguese, north of Krishna Tungabhadra Nizami territories, Asafia territories, and west of Tungabhadra and Varada Dharma river, Maratha territories, later Bombay Presidency. This is in general about 5 divisions, 26 districts. We forgot to add the west coast districts, that is Malabar district, South Canara district, North Canara district. So that is the in brief bird's eye view of our fascinating Madras Presidency from Aramboli Pass here, that is Agastha Malay Mountains, Kanyakumari or Nanjin Nadu area of Travancore emperors, and Chilka Lake in Odisha, Kalinga coast bordering Mahanadi river or Puri Katak, those areas, and Kali Nadi river north of North Kannada Karwar, separating Kannada region from Govanta Konkani speaking areas in the north. The mighty Periyar river flowed, separating the parts of Malabar from the Cochin Travancore principalities. This is the fascinating province of Madras Presidency, a subdivision of British East India Company Bahadur. Vijayanagara Empire was the major empire in Deccan, South India, challenged and protected the Hindu civilization from Islamic imperialism established by the Muslim rulers, first at Daulatabad, Devagiri, later at Kulbaragi and Bidar, finally by 5 Islamic imperialist sultanates, Bijapur, Golconda, Bidar, Berar, Ahmadnagar. All of them combined in 1565 and defeated the Vijayanagara Empire. That is not a normal defeat, that was an earth-shaking event for the people residing in the empire. Total destruction, annihilation of artistic monuments by the Islamic gangsters and vandals as taught by their hate-filled Islamic theology, which Ram Swarup Sitaram Goyal have clearly analyzed, and I have posted there a couple of videos, and you can look at the playlist of Islamic imperialism language. After the collapse at Talikota, Rakasgi, Thangadki, the final dynasty declining empire Aravidu was established, ruled from 3 capitals, Penukonda in Anantapur. Finally, the pressure from Adil Shahis of Bijapura and Qutub Shahis of Hyderabad, Golconda made the emperor to move the capital to the mountainous, close to the mountain regions of eastern Ghats near Tirupati town called Chandragiri, final stages to Rayavellur and Palar. And that's the way the emperor Sri Rangaraya and his subordinates gave a grant to Francis Day to start a trading post in Madras, Channapatna. British built a fort there, eventually called Fort St. George, north of Kuvam Adayar rivers. Later, 1684, they elevated the trading post to a presidency. At that time, 3 presidencies were there: Madras Presidency here, Bombay Presidency of the coast near Thane Salsette area, and Bengal Presidency on Hooghly River or Bhagirathi River, which is a sub-tributary or distributary of mighty Ganga River. 3 presidencies: Bengal Presidency, Madras Presidency, Bombay Presidency. This is the Carnatic region, not Karnataka province of today's or Mysore province, Karnataka. Essentially, Tanjavur, Tiruchirappalli regions are Carnatic regions, historic regions. Carnatic music, Tyagaraja contributors all come from there. During the time of Vijayanagara emperors, later Telugu Nayaks of Tanjavur, and later Maratha Maharajas of Tanjavur. That is the Carnatic region. This is southern Carnatic, this central Carnatic, northern Carnatic, up to Gundlakamma or even Krishna River. Krishna River to Kanyakumari region is a broader Carnatic region. That is the coastal Tamil Nadu, essentially east side of Eastern Ghat mountains. That is the Payangat region, low-lying region. Elevated region is the Balaghat region. So Balaghat Carnatic, Payangat Carnatic. Carnatic means essentially this coastal region. 3 wars were fought almost after the death of Maharaja Shahu at Satara, and Nizam and Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah. These 3 prominent political leaders died almost within a couple of months' duration, round about 1948. First war between the British East India Company and French East India Company, Battle of Adayar, actually between the Carnatic Nawabs Anwaruddin and French force defeated, that demonstrated small European trade force can defeat thousands of the native Sipahis. So the ambitions of French were to play the governor at Pondicherry in the Arcot region enhanced his aspirations, political ambitions made him to intervene in the internal throne struggles at Aurangabad in Nizam's territory, Arcot region. He supported the contending parties. British naturally supported other contending parties. Muzaffar Jung, grandson of Nizam, and Chanda Sahib were supported by the Dupleix. And his adversaries, Nazir Jung, son of Nizam, and Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza, the successor descendant of Anwaruddin, supported by the British. Second Carnatic War ended in Treaty of Pondicherry, Puducherry. British became masters of Carnatic Nawabi territory. French became masters of Nizami Asafiya territory. Nizam gave the coastal regions Sarkars to French, and Bussy administered them north of Krishna River, that is Kondapalli, Eluru, Rajamandri, Srikakulam. Today called Krishna district, West Godavari district, East Godavari district, and Visakhapatnam and all those areas. The third war broke within few months, ended in 63. French were completely eliminated from the political arena in South Asia. British remained the sole masters. The Treaty of Paris acknowledged Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza, who was the de facto ruler of Carnatic, Arcot, an Arcot town on Polar River. This is North Arcot, somewhere Polar River will be here, close to Vellore, west of Madras. And as a beholden to East India Company Bahadur, he gave Chengalpattu district, that is Madurantakam, Chengalpattu, Sri Perumbadur, Kanchipuram, and Saidapet, Ponneri, and Gummidi-Pundi, Tiruvallur areas. Secession of Chengalpat, the first secession. At the same time, the Nizam, because he took now the protection of the British East India Company, transferred the French territories to the British. The British acquired Sarkars. After the death of Nizam's last son Basalat Jung, they acquired Guntur. So, Guntur acquisition, Sarkar acquisition, and I have dealt in part 1 and 2. Part 3, Third War, Mysore War broke down. British Nizam Marathas decisively defeated the Islamic zealot Tipu Sultan, who is now marketed by alienated Indian scholars or Macaulays or secularists or their branded lieutenants media as a freedom fighter. There is nothing like that. He is a Islamic gangster, essentially, a zealot. And his father was a lot better, Hyder Ali. He didn't show that much fanaticism, but he was decisively defeated by Cornwallis, British Governor General of East India Company, Fort Williams at Calcutta. Tipu gave a lot of territory. He gave Baramahal, he gave Dendigal, he gave Malabar to the British. He gave the lot of territory south of Tungabhadra to Nizam, to which it originally belonged. And he also gave some territory, Dharwad, Hubli, Khardak, Haveri, all those to the Marathas. Then the Fourth Mysore War broke down, again between the Tipu and East India Company. This time, Lord Wellesley, the very aggressive Governor General, Tipu got killed, and they put the young boy, Mumidi Krishna Devaraya Vadayara, 4 years old, who was the de jure ruler to which the kingdom belonged. His father, that is Hyder Ali, and Tipu usurped and reduced him like a puppet, put him in the palace in Mysore as a prisoner, and ruled from Srirangapattanam. A Lord Richard Wellesley brought him out and gave the territory, kingdom back in a reduced form with reduced power, not an independent ruler, but as a protectorate. Imposed the subsidiary alliance protection, and the Treaty of Mysore. He gave the Coimbatore, Kongunadu region, Neelagiris, and Kanaras to the British East India Company. Then the Nizam fell into arrears for the maintenance of army at Bolaram, Secunderabad in the Hyderabad region. He gave the ceded district Rayalaseema to the British East India Company that we discussed before. Ballari district, Kurnool district, Kadapa district, Anantapur districts, part of Chittoor here. The same time, before few months, the Sirpozi Maharaja Raja of Tanjavur was restored to the throne because his half-brother Amar Singh Bhonsle usurped the throne. So as he was forced a treaty, he also gave all his kingdom and remained a nominal pensioner of East India Company. Still, the territory of Madras Presidency was not contiguous. It was contiguous in Guntur, in Krishna, West Godavari, East Godavari, Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam, Rayagada and Ganjam until Chilka Lake. Contiguous here, there was a North Arcot district, broke the continuity with the Coimbatore, Baramahal, Coimbatore, Dindigal and all these areas. The ruler of Carnatic was Umdat ul-Umara, who he was the son of Muhammad Khan Walaza. Muhammad Khan Walaza has a long rule of nearly 45 years, from 50s to 95, 1750 to 1795. He has a reduced power but respected by the British, and he died in 1795 after the Third Mysore War. Fourth Mysore, his son Umdat ul-Umara succeeded. And British accused Umdat ul-Umara that he was in secret correspondence with Tipu Sultan, his co-religionist. Both are administrators of Islamic imperialism on Hindu territory in Deccan, Dakshina Bharata. Umdat ul-Umara denied, and they asked him to surrender or his kingdom. He didn't surrender. And within few months, Umdat ul-Umara died. That means the British defeated Tipu in 1799, asked Umdat ul-Umara, the ruler of Carnatic, to give the territory, sign a treaty. He didn't sign. British didn't pressure that much, and after his death, His son, ul-Umara's son, wanted to succeed. British resident went and showed him the document to sign the treaty. That son of ul-Umara refused to sign. ul-Umara has two children. And first, Muhammad Ali has two children, ul-Umara and ul-Umara. Umdat's son didn't sign. Amir's son was resident next to Umdat. He was living in a poverty. Immediately, the resident took the treaty to him and he accepted that. So, the British declared he is the successor of Carnatic Nawabi. Within few days, he signed the treaty and handed over all the territory to the British. Nawab of Carnatic signed the Carnatic Treaty in 1801, called Azim-ud-daula, grandson of Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza, nephew of ul-Umara. We see their pictures in the Wikipedia soon. That Carnatic territory included Nellore district, North Arcot district, South Arcot district, Tiruchirappalli district, Madurai and Ramanathapuram district, Tirunelveli. These are also loosely controlled by Nizam south of Vaigai river. The Tirunelveli, Madurai, Kovilpatti, Virudunagar, Ramanathapuram and all those areas, and Tiruchirappalli, Perambalur, Ariyalur and South Arcot, Kadalur, North Arcot, Nellore were tightly controlled, means the real control of Nizam. The entire these districts were given, and Polygars of southern region resisted the imposition of British rule. They were finally, like Veerapandya Kattabrahman was one of them, and many other rulers were finally British fought a small wars against them and finally annexed the territories. Nellore district, North Arcot district, South Arcot district, Tiruchirappalli district, and Madurai district, Tirunelveli district acquisition in the Treaty of Carnatic gave the Madras Presidency contiguous territory from Chilka Lake on Kalinga border, Orissa border on Ganga Sagar, that is the Bay of Bengal, to Aramboli Pass in the Agastya Malay Mountains near Travancore Principality, to Kali Nadi River north of Kanara near Gomantak on the Sindhu Sagar area. This is Sindhu Sagar, this is Ganga Sagar, this is Hindu Mahasagar. The tip Kanyakumari district, that the four Tamil speaking taluks, Velavankod, Kalkulam, Agasteshwaram Tovala, were under the control of rulers of Travancore. Dharmaraja ruled at the time, the successor of Marthandavarma, the Travancore ruler or Wayanad ruler. Those are the Tamil speaking districts. They were taluks in the Travancore kingdom. Travancore kingdom has their first capital in Kanyakumari district. I have a 40-minute slide on Kanyakumari district. You can look in the playlist and you will get a better idea about that entire region and history. So, this is the kingpin in the final territorial expansion of Madras Presidency, acquisition of Carnatic, Polygar Wars 1801, where the presidency got the complete territorial integrity that we discussed today. Let's go and look at that, what happened in the real map. We'll have a better idea. So I am showing the Tamil Nadu province here, and this is the Tamil Nadu province. We expand the Tamil Nadu province, and this is the Chengalpattu district that surrounding the urban Madras district. Fort St. George will be here. This was ceded long back by the Nawab Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza, that is Madurantakam, Chengalpattu, Uttaramer, Kanchipuram and Perambadur, Tiruvallur, Ponneri, Gummadipundi and Tirutani, those areas. And the important part we are discussing today is Carnatic Nawabi territory. Here, this is the Pulicat Lake. This is the Nellore district, Telugu speaking district. I have not shown here. And this Telugu speaking district and North Arcot. This is the Vellore, Gudiyatam, North Arcot, Tiruvannamalai, and South Arcot, that is Villupuram and Kadalur, these regions. Kadalur, Villupuram, Tindivanam, North Arcot, South Arcot, Nellore. Then Tiruchirappalli, this is Ariyalur, Perambalur, Lalgudi, Tiruchirappalli, Karur and Manaparai. Pudukottai was a princely state. As we have seen before, Tanjavur was already given few months before by Maharaja Raja Serfozi Bhonsle of Maratha dynasty. So, Tiruchirappalli, 2 Arcots and Nellore there. And south of Vaigai, we have Madurai region. Remember, Dindigul region was already acquired by the British. Of course, the modern district will not tally with what we were talking before, that you have to keep in mind. The Madurai, Virudunagar, Ramanathpuram and regions, and here we have Tirunelveli region and Tirunelveli, and that is the Polygar region, Madurai. These were the territories Nawab gave to the British East India Company by the Treaty of the Treaty of Carnatic, and we can see the Carnatic Treaty. The ul-Umara, Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza, died in 1795, Nawab of Carnatic. He has 2 sons, ul-Umara, and here I have not shown ul-Umara. When he died, after the third Mysore war, the son Umdat succeeded. He ruled around about 5 years and died in 1801, because the treaty was made in 1801, right? And Umdat, the British president Umdat, accusing him, ul-Umara, the Nawab of Carnatic, son of Muhammad Ali, to give the Carnatic and become a pensionary, a titular ruler, that is de jure ruler. Umdat disagreed and didn't sign. British didn't pressure that much. And when Umdat died, his brother was there, ul-Umara. ul-Umara has a son called Azim-ud-daula. He is Azim-ud-daula. The Umdat's son wanted to succeed. British asked him to sign the treaty. Umdat's son didn't sign. Whereas Umdat's nephew, that is his brother's son, Azim-ud-daula, signed the treaty. That is called Treaty of Karnataka. And we can see here the Treaty of Carnatic. Yeah, we have Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza, died in 1975, son of Anwaruddin. ul-Umara died in 1801, son of Muhammad Ali Khan Wallaza. A nephew of Umdat, Azim-ud-daula, signed the Carnatic Treaty, ceding the entire rights to the British East India Company, and later rulers were called Prince of Arcot, not Nawabs of Arcot. That we will discuss about some other time. Azim-ud-daula ruled round about, or reigned. He didn't rule, British ruled, he reigned. He is a de jure ruler. British were the de facto ruler and controlled the territory. And this is the Carnatic Treaty, the major treaty signed between the British East India Company and July 26 and 1801. What happened after the Carnatic Treaty? The territory of Madras East India Company became contiguous. This is the northern circle. This is Ganjam, Visakhapatnam, East Godavari, West Godavari, Krishna Guntur, and Nellore. When Nellore, North Arcot, South Arcot, Chittur is here, that was a part of North Arcot, and South Arcot, because this is a Pondicherry, this is Chengalpattu, were given, and Tanjavur is already given, and Tirunelveli is given, and Madurai Ramnathpuram. British has a Baramahal, they had a Kongu Nadu here, and they had a Malabar, they have South Canara. North Canara later were given to the Bombay Presidency. You see, contiguity of the territory was acquired by the Carnatic Treaty 1801. British started their trading post in 1640s from the Vijayanagara emperors. If you say 1640 or 1650, around about 150 years it took to acquire the vast amount of territory. There is a Chilka Lake here, there is a Aramboli Pass here, and there is a Kali Nadi here, there is a Periyar River here, Kali Nadi. From Goa to Kalinga to the tip of Hindu Mahasagar, the big Madras Presidency was found by the British. The final event, denouement that made this possible is the Carnatic Treaty 1801 by Azim-ud-daula and subjugation of Polygar local rulers in Tirunelveli, Madurai regions by the British East India Company Bahadur. That is what we discussed today. 5 divisions of Madras Presidency: Agency Division, Sarkar Division, Deccan Division, ceded districts, and Coromandel Division, Tamil speaking and West Coast region, 26 districts, Vijayanagara Empire, Aravidu Dynasty, Francis Day and Madras Presidency, Carnatic Wars, Chengalpattu Secession, Sarkar Secession, Guntur Secession, Secession of Baramahals and so on, Secession of Kanaras and so on, and acquisition of Tanjavur we covered before, and finally the Treaty of Carnatic and completion of acquisition of Madras Presidency. And we will continue further musings of all these events, 7 events at a time, so that you will have a bird's eye view of what happened in that spatio-temporal pattern of the very big Madras Presidency of British East India Company. This is your presenter J. Reddy at South Asia Maps. Please go and subscribe and look at the lot of videos of our YouTube channel South Asia Maps for your understanding and intellectual journey of sojourning in South Asia, south of Karakoram Mountains. This is, as usual, your presenter, articulator, J. Reddy, your facilitator at South Asia, and see you later events.